Hello everyone, this is part 2 for the project we started previously. We'll continue to work with my grocery store project. So right now we're going to modify this project. So I will start with commenting previous instructions, and we will find out how to save data to the database using data class first of all. And then we will learn how to read information from database using the same collection. So first of all, we need to create a data package. So press on the package name and select new package. Type here data. Then we'll be able to create here in the data class a product class. Product data class. We will select a new Kotlin class file, data class, and we will type here product. Name of the class should be single product. Inside data class product, we will insert fields we would like to have product. For simplicity, let's have the following fields, the following 5 fields. Product name string, product description, product price, product category, and image URL for product. So going back to main activity, we're going to create new composable function that will be responsible for the new screen, and we'll create composable function main screen. And this function will be responsible for rendering UI and communicating with the user. So we'll be starting with this code. So saving data, new product. So for this purpose, we first of all we will create column. The properties for the column will be standard. We will using modifier, and in this case we will be using fill max size as regular. And additionally, we will make a vertical arrangement and keep some arrangement with space between, which give us a little bit place between items. And inside this column, we create a list of elements. And list of elements is not constant. List of elements will be presented as lazy column. So we will create lazy column here. So lazy column also would have its own modifier. So the modifier will be modifier. So the properties for this will be fill max width size. So fill max width. And another properties for the height will be referring to approximately 80%. So in this case, yeah, trying to fill max height with 80%. How to specify this 80% will be 0.8f. And the bracket should be closed. So I may have here a little bit problem here. I have to check what kind of error is here. Maybe have redundant bracket here. Yeah. You may press Control Alt L to style the code, to format the code, reformatting again to remove the custom line breaks. Control Alt L again to make everything formatted properly. So we'll be later displaying here a list of products. So I'll be make a space here and put comment here. Display list of product. And this list of product will be extracted from FireStore Firebase. So at this point, we leave these lines as is, and we will be extracting data later because we need to set the code, create a button here to add new information to the database. So after curly braces, add new button to populate database upon button click. So for this purpose, we will do here the following. We will create a spacer. This spacer will be with height, for example, 10 dp, 10 density pixels. And after the spacer, will be adding the button that we would like to add the product. So yeah, we'll be adding here the button. Adding button will be required to use here on click, right? Specify all remaining arguments by name. Yeah, this is usually what we do here, right? On click, modifier enabled. We don't need a lot of them here, but maybe we will use here on click. And what we're going to do when we click the button, we're going to populate collection of the documents. So yeah, instead of to do, we will do the following: curly braces extra section. And here we will be opening collection that we just use here, right? So let's say this will be our variable, the same variable that's here, right? We'll use an fs collection products. Fs Firebase store also declared, right? So probably we will declare this on the level of function. And then this line will be available for us. FS collection products. And then we'll be accessing here documents dot set. And when we setting, we will be setting a product, right? So we will be setting a product inside. So the product will be set as variable, the class that we created with you. It will be product. And constructor for the product will have a field that we want to populate here, right? So remember that the first is name, let's say Apple. So you have to follow the same pattern. The next is description. Let's say Macintosh. The next will be price. Yeah, remember we just for simplicity we make everything string at this point. We'll say $1. The category will be fruits. And the last one would be image URL. If you remember, this is just simply the path to the image. We don't know yet. We can say will be defined later. Yeah. So again, Control Alt L to make everything formatted properly. Maybe it looks a little bit better right now. Finally, we need to create a text that will be saying at product, right? So here we probably have a little bit cleaning required here, right? So this brackets will be on click. So there after on click we will be closing brackets and opening and adding text here. So yeah, it will be simply text, and text constructor will be text variable add product. Yeah, so that's pretty much what we wanted, right? So in this case, the full function will be like this. We don't display product at this point. but we just would like you to finish saving data in database. And the next portion will be displaying list of product. Right now we can test this code by calling main screen function from the main activity from set content. So we don't need the greetings anymore, right? We can delete greetings. And right now we're going to use here main screen. So when you're using main screen, you would notice probably that there will be also error because you need to use inner padding here. So maybe it's a good idea to add one more parameter for main screen, which will be responsible for this. So modifier padding, inner padding, and in this case we need to also modify a main screen with the parameter, which will be modifier as well, and their error will be disappeared, and that's pretty much what we can achieve in order to run the code. So let's run this function to test it. Oops, we have error here, unresolved referring to greetings. Yeah, because we have here the composable preview also for greetings, we also have this problem. For this purpose, for simplicity right now, we will comment this and just don't display the preview at this point. So when you run the project, you should see the button, right? So yeah, you see the button on the left low corner. So this is not what actually we want. Background also not the best. So yeah, but the best right now to fix the button. So how we going to fix the button? So we want to go back and apply a modifier for the button. Parameter here. And from new line, we will apply fill max width. And from the new line, we will be to padding. The padding will be probably enough to have around 10 density pixels around 10.dp, and that will be sufficient. And we gotta put comma here to avoid this error. Again, don't forget to press Ctrl Alt L to maybe need some alignment here. Okay. So yeah, so let's run again. Yeah, so we got right now at a product on the very bottom, right? So what we want to test right now, we want to test this code. Do we actually populate a database in this case? So I'm going right now to open my console and check the content. So I open my database that I used previous time. I will delete right now previous product because I don't want them. How to delete the products? In that corner we have delete document option, and I will delete all of them previously created, so I would know that my database populated from the scratch. So right now I delete these documents and my database will be empty. So collection name has name products. So when I press button add product one time here, and I see the database created, populated right now with document fruits Macintosh with $1. And right now I'm going to go back and press 3 more time. After pressing 3 more time, I receive another 3 documents here. Yeah, so my assumption is correct. So the code is working. Just want only one fix here. It looks like I am right now using dark mode. So I have to go and find here in the settings the modes, right? dark theme, display and touch, dark theme, switch it off, right? Okay, this now it's much better. And right now I should be able to see my application in light mode. Right now I asked will be to read data from database. So we'll be coming here. We have to take all these documents from the collection and all this information to display in our application. So we're going to modify main screen. So we go in on the top after declaration of FireStore variable, after instance of FireStore variable, we will start here. So we will be reading all data from DB to a local list and display it in lazy column below. So that's what we already prepared here. We prepared lazy column before. If you remember, we have here the space. So display list of product will be here. So we need to get some preparation, what kind of list it will be. So we will create a value for list. And you have to remember this list because this list should be persistent. So we will be by default create mutable state of, and by default it will be empty list. But empty list by default means we don't have any list, but the type of the list item should be in angle brackets. In this case, we remember we create a product data class. We have to create product in angle brackets here. So how we will be working with this? We have to go right now and display list of product here. So first of all, list has items variable that will be content for the list. We will be start with this. And the item of the list will be list values. List dot value curly braces. Element of the list will be a single product. Put here lambda, which is arrow, important statement. Alt enter. And the product will be added to the cart, right? So we will create here a cart. And cart will be, first of all, has some kind of modifiers here and text. So cart will be created as its own modifier, alt enter. So modifier is dot fill max width, and the next will be padding. So padding required for some space between cards. It will be, as we're using today, the 10 density pixels will be sufficient, and probably closed after this. So maybe we have here extra round brackets. We have to delete it. Control Alt L to format it a little bit. But we didn't finish yet, so we need to also create a text here. So what will be the text? Text will be the variable when we create product name, which will be text value product name. We'll be using modifier again with some extra parameter like fill max width. Fill max width. The next dot wrap content width. wrap content width, and one more variable here will be dot padding. And padding might be here a little bit bigger, might be 15 dp, and it will be end of this constructor. So I might need to fix it a little bit here and there to see why I have currently the error. In this case, maybe here need to be some cleaning. So let's go back and see what kind of typos I have here. I guess the first typo here I see I did not put .dp here. That'll be probably one of the error I have here. Also here 15.dp, and fill max width should be close round brackets, right? And yeah, so good idea to use Control Alt L to format this line, and then still have error here. It may be helpful sometimes, but basically the problem is with these lines, right? So I will try to check what could be the problem here, because the modifier used properly here with padding. I guess I found error. I guess this comma is redundant. Fire modifier fill max width padding dot padding and close. So I'll continue to work because we need to bring text here, right? So we will check what kind of error it could be here. The text here should be also in their own brackets, in all curly brackets. So that's the missing here. So if we put here curly braces here, it might be a problem will be solved. So put here, and another line will be close the text, and the problem is solved. So I'm sorry for this, guys. You have to be very careful with all this stuff, because sometimes it's very hard to find a balance. So the car constructor, and the car content. This is what was error to have this two brackets, two curly braces missing. So right now the problem has been solved. And right now, when we finish with this portion to display the card, we have to go back and finish reading data. So we are reading data here from Firebase. So we need to finish this list. So when you have list declared and connected with the product, we need to access collection and populate this list. So FS collection should be done using exact name for the database we're using. Remember, we're using database products, I believe, right? That's very important. Don't make mistake here, because if you have misspelling here, you will not get the same result. Again, the next is a get method. So we're getting all the information, all documents, and if we're adding on a complete listener, add on complete listener, that will be responsible for the task. Here, it's also important to have these curly braces saved, and we will be working with a task using also lambda function. If the task was successful, which we believe it is, right? We'll select this condition. If task dot is successful, so we will be do the following. We will be simply doing one action. List value will be populated with the task result. List value task dot result dot, and here you need to use two objects, two object function. we'll be working with the product class Java. You may remember this from the previous semester. We did this conversion before. So we have to use a product class, which our class here, use 2 times column, and then class Java will be selected as extension. Okay, so if no errors here right now, we should be able to see a populated list of items. So let's run the project right now without pressing button and to see if list was populated or not. Yeah, good result. We have 4 apples right now listed here, and which is absolutely identical to the number of information, number of apples saved in database. So coming here, we have 4 apples here, and we have 4 apples in the application. For right now, for the testing purposes, we can add here orange. Name orange, description no name, and change the price. And run project again and add product. Okay, so we press on add product and we see what's happened. We don't see orange here appeared in database. So why it's happening? We need to go back to Firebase and double check. So go to Firebase, we will be able to find here orange was created here. But why we don't have orange displayed in our database? The answer is very simple, because we read in only once here when we call this method, and this method add on complete listener doesn't provide updates when we display database content immediately. So maybe if we exit and execute this application again, you will be able to see it right now. Yeah, so right now we see orange here. So we need to update a little project to with new version to update to display all products immediately when we press this button. So there will be the last modification for this code. Right now we want to do it a little bit different. So we in this case we will be probably do the following. We will just make this code commented. And we do slightly different. So we will be doing the same FireStore collection products. But here we're going to use a little bit different listener that will be listening all the time. So products at snapshot list. So snapshot listener will be working completely different. It will be checking for new updates to display the items all the time when application is running, regardless which window is active right now. And part of this listener will be a snapshot and exception. So lambda expression here. So list value will be populated in similar fashion, but this time will be taking data from the snapshot. Convert data to object again with the same type we did before, product class Java. So when you done this, you will see here a row that red squiggly line that's saying you that operation may be not safe. You will replace with a safe call. And also we have again the problem. We will be adding here explanation mark to the end of the expression, knowing for sure this is not null value in term of project. Yeah, we can run it now and see what happened. Yeah, right now we see everything is fine right now, and we have updating the list immediately. Right now I'm going to check it straight from the program. I will add here, for example, pair name and run the project. And then we would like to see the change immediately. So right now I'm adding fruit pair. And you see here the fruit pair appeared here. It's not in the same order though. It's probably discussion for another lecture topic. But you see right now pair product is here. So if you check right now in Firebase console, and you see here pair project will be also number 3 here. And it's also number 3 here. The problem is because they are ordered here by document ID, but not by name. Okay, so it was lesson 2, how to add data to database and how to read data from database from Firebase Firestore. Thank you so much. Have a great day.